Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. I'm Sally from Sally's Stampers, and today I'm going to show you how to make these cute little boxes that are just the right size to hold the little Yankee Candle samples. I had a team training event in Manchester last weekend and we all took something that we'd made which we call swaps, and you take as many as you have people in your group and then you come away with that many different projects. It's quite handy really. Mine was this one, and I thought it was great because I found these Yankee candles called Candy Cane Lane, which is exactly what the DSP is on these cute boxes. So today I'm going to show you how to make this little fellow. As you can see, he doesn't have the window, but obviously you can choose to make whichever one you wish. So I'm going to start with a piece of cardstock which is 9 inches by 8 inches. So with the 9 inch across the top, I'm going to be scoring at, oh crikey, at 2, 4, 6 and 8, rotating, and we score at 1, 3, 5 and 7. As with all 3D projects, we fold and burnish all of our score lines, and this one's quite easy because it is just a grid. The Yankee candle that I got, I think smells of menthol. I don't really remember Christmas being menthol, but I suppose candy canes have that menthol taste to them. Okay, so we're going to get some cutting done here. So start off with your 1 inch across the top, down the right hand side and across the bottom. So we're going to cut into the middle 1 inch tab. The rest of this length can be cut away. Above the tab, this is our lid. So the little flap that tucks in is the top pinch. So that one gets cut out. As this is the lid, you clearly won't need this side. So there's your lid and back of the box. Tuck that down because you don't want to be cutting it. And then I try and cut just under halfway across here, which will be what I call the shoulder tabs, which are these bits here, just inside the lid. So we need one there. Again, tuck him in, cut straight across that one, and then just over halfway down, cut through this one, and then we cut the tabs. So from that you can see that's our top. The bottom is very similar in that we cut across the bottom one here, and then just halfway we cut there. This is for our base that obviously needs tabs to adhere it to the sides. So straight across underneath the lid, straight across and underneath the other shoulder tab. Just under halfway, cut our wedges, and there we have the base of the box. And this is how it will look. Okay, flip it over. So now we can get to decorating the sides. Just throw them in the bin. I've gone for the alternate side of this one today. I've gone for the red one. So with your snail, whoops, nearly glued the wrong side. Just get these popped on. Now you will notice the trees are in varying different directions, so I don't think there's a right or a wrong way to putting this one on. If there is, I'm sure you guys will let me know. Be mindful when you are doing the windowed box, when you adhere this one, that you add plenty of snail all across it, because once you take that circle out, There's very little left to hold the DSP in place, so make sure you stick plenty on that one. So there are my 4 sides. That one's a little bit skew with. The last one is for the lid. Now I always turn it this way. It doesn't matter with this paper, but if you have got paper like the one underneath here, it would need to be the right way round. So that's that one popped on. Now if you were cutting the window at this stage, this is where you would do it. Now it is slightly too wide to fit in the big shot. So what I found was pop your lid under and that one tab under, and that will fit through, and then you die cut whatever you want here, and then you can adhere your window sheet to the inside. Okay, so now we're doing all that. Like I said, I'm not doing that today, so you get some fuse on there and adhere that. Oh, it's beginning to look like a box. And then the base, you adhere the tabs again. This bit can be a little fiddly, so what I generally do is put my fingers inside, close it up, and then put it back down onto the desk so that you can press those sides and get those tabs to stick. And there you have your box. So you can either leave it like that, add some twine, some ribbon, whichever you wish. With the box, because Yankee candles have the, forgotten the technical word now, because they slope outwards, they obviously are smaller at the bottom and they move around. So to combat this, I designed a couple of wedges, and these are 1 inch by 3, and I found that if you scored at 1 inch and then 2 1/4 on each, so 1 inch, 2 1/4, this enabled you then to fold them very gently, a little bit of sellotape, which will just hold them in place. Oops. These act as wonderful little wedges. Get them the right way. So they will sit in the corners. Your candle will go in. Not as much wobbling, but it does hold it in place. And I don't know if you can see inside there, maybe the light's not good enough, but they are just ideal. So to decorate mine, as you can see, I've put a bow on the top, and I've used the bow builder punch, which I think is a great piece of kit. Like I said, you could use ribbon, you could tie it around. I thought I'd have a go and do it this way. So we don't need that one. Bone folder curls the bows. And glue dots. So glue dot on that, and a glue dot on that. Fold them over, and then, oops, that wasn't meant to happen, but on there, and then another glue dot on there, which you wrap around the centre. Oops, it's sticking. And then last but not least, bows, tails, which you stick to the underside. And one last glue dot and because the candle's inside you can give it a good squish. And then we just need a rhinestone. Pop on the centre. Oops. And then last but not least, we'll stick a gingerbread man on. So Cookie Cutter Christmas, bit of scrap, and my crumb cake ink pad. It does help if this isn't too wet and sticky. Unfortunately mine is a little bit too wet and bubbly. Never mind. So the Cookie Cutter Builder Punch. So we'll line him up, pop him out, and then his little dicky bow, it's not that one, on a little bit of red scrap, real red ink. Stamp him at the bottom, and again, boop, punched out. Okay, and I just used, oops, a glue dot on here. I seem to be having trouble with my glue dots today. And I just stuck it on as a dicky bow. Run some snail on the back of him. And what I try and do is, if I put it onto the desk and then stick him on, I know that his feet are level with the base. And there we have it. Oops, 3 cute little boxes. Perfect for stocking fillers, and you can even do them for the man or anyone that you want to buy a little gift for. All the details are on my blog. Thank you for viewing. Bye.